Welcome to the 2018 charity update from Nanak Naam. Today I'm going to be talking about what Nanak Naam was able to deliver in 2018 and what you can look forward to in 2019. I'm also going to be providing an update on our charity's finances and how you can help Nanak Naam grow in 2019. But before I start, I want to take a moment to discuss why our charity exists. One of the questions that still gets asked quite often is, why does Nanak Naam need money and where does it get spent? The vision for Nanak Naam is to embed a conscious Gurmat culture and lifestyle into humanity. We see that Guru Nanak's wisdom of oneness is really able to transform and enrich people's lives all over the world, regardless of whether they're religious or not. We want Gurmat wisdom and the meditative practices to be taught in a way that shows people that it's able to improve their mental well-being. And with your help, we seek to make Nanak Naam into a global educational resource to deliver the Guru's spiritual wisdom. Now, if like us, you believe that the world should know how Guru Nanak can change their life, then please watch till the end of this video where I'll be sharing 5 ways that you can help get involved. So, how are we going to achieve this? Well, some of you will remember that Nanak Naam started by creating videos in English on Gurmat spirituality and sharing it on social media sites such as YouTube and Facebook. But in 2018, we were able to develop and deliver our very first formal course called the Awaken the Guru Within Masterclass. As a new project, this has been very successful for us, both in terms of how it's been received by the public, as well as the number of people whom we were able to train and were able to attend our courses. It's also been very useful in terms of generating revenue for the charity. And with your generous support, we've been able to offer subsidized spaces for people with low income. And we always have a policy that we don't want anyone to be turned away from anything that we deliver, and especially any of our courses. Now, over the coming years, you'll notice that Nanak Naam is going to be changing our focus towards delivering more courses, and we'll be doing very little talks on Gurdwara stages, university Sikh societies, Sikh associations, and Sikh camps. And the reason for that is that we've now seen the impact that these courses can have in helping people to transform their lives, and we really feel that it's going to be the most benefit with our limited resources as a charity to help people by delivering more courses rather than delivering talks and short talks at camps and gurdwaras. Let's now look at some of the new projects that Nanak Naam was able to deliver in 2018. 2018 was a year where we as an organization really tried to push ourselves to improve the quality of what we were delivering. One of the first examples of this was back in March 2018, where we ran an event for International Women's Day, highlighting both the Gurmat spiritual wisdom on gender equality, as well as some of the gender equality issues that exist today. We also started our first literature project, where we created 2 booklets, one on how to meditate and the other on how to find happiness. And if you'd like a copy of these booklets, please do get in touch with us via our website. In 2018, we also launched our merchandise, and you can now buy our branded clothing either at one of our courses or events, or they're also available online through our partner teespring.com. As part of our global outreach program to try and grow our audiences and deliver our educational content worldwide, I traveled last year to Southeast Asia and California, where I delivered both short courses and lectures in countries such as Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. Now, one of the biggest changes for the Nanak Naam charity in 2018 was the ability to grow and expand our team. In 2018, we were able to bring on a full-time film editor and bring on the help of several volunteers as well. So we now have a volunteer for editing. We also had a part-time head of marketing. And one of the most important volunteer roles are the ones who help us at our courses. So we now have volunteers who help us both organize and arrange course venues and all of the materials that are necessary for our courses, as well as a fantastic and amazing team who help us on the day run the courses themselves. And of course, I can't forget to thank the wonderful support of our trustees. I hope that you would have noticed that in 2018 we were also able to deliver far higher quality of videos than we had in previous years, and this was due to bringing on paid members of staff to help us with delivering professional quality videos. So one of the most successful projects, and the ones that is one of my favorites that I liked working on, was the Life Talk series, where we started a interview style podcast where we're focusing on real issues, life problems, and how spirituality can help people in the modern day world with their issues. So we tackled things such as domestic violence and marriage problems. We also were able to deliver better quality short inspirational videos, and we saw that those had a huge impact in growing our following on our social media channels. Some of the work that happens in the background are things like our brand development, and in 2019 you're going to be seeing some of the changes coming into our brand, which we've been working on since 2018. At this point, I think it's also useful for us to reflect and look back on some of the projects that we started in 2018 that haven't been as successful as we would like them to have been. One of the things that springs to mind is the Mindful for a Month project. Now, we didn't really see many people sort of pick up on that, and possibly down to the fact that we were working on so many different projects, we weren't able to push and advertise that as much as we'd like to. So that's a project hopefully in this next year or the coming years that we're going to be developing further to help. The meetup groups is something that, although has been really successful around the world, but one of the things that we as the organization, the charity of Nanak Naam, have not been able to do is to be able to support those meetup groups. So we're going to be spending a lot more time developing content and a lot more structure to provide some support for those meetup groups so that they know what they need to do and how they need to run efficiently. One of the other projects that I'd really hoped to have worked on in 2018 was the development of our Japji Sahib book. We hope that in 2019 we're going to be converting all the Japji Sahib series, which are currently available on YouTube and on SoundCloud, into a book, again as a way to share our message through various different mediums. I think for me personally, one of the most difficult parts of the work that we do at Nanak Naam is not being able to keep in touch with all of our supporters. We get hundreds, if not thousands, of messages of thanks and support, and we also get messages from people asking very difficult personal life problems that they want someone within the organization to reach out to them and help them solve. Now, this is one of the things that is very difficult for us as an organization, being so small, is that we simply don't have the manpower to be able to support and answer all of those questions. And again, if we had more financial support and donations from people such as yourselves, then we would hope to bring on people, even if it's on a part-time basis, who are able to understand Gurmat spirituality and how they can use that to help people in their lives. So we really do need your support, guys. As much support as you can give us financially, it would really allow us to reach out to people all over the world who are messaging us and giving us their time and giving us their trust, and seeking that we can hopefully try and help people wherever possible through that wisdom of oneness and Gurmat spirituality. Let's now move on to 2019 and what we're hoping to achieve in this year and the coming years. Last year we focused a lot on increasing the awareness of our charity globally. This year, we really want to develop and deliver more educational content. So the number one priority for us in this coming year is to be focusing on our videos. We're going to be delivering more videos and videos of a higher quality. At the beginning of 2019, we sent out a survey to many of our supporters and asked you to tell us what things you wanted us to do better, what you wanted us to do more of. And one of the most important feedbacks that you gave us was that you wanted more video content, more audio content about understanding the Gurmat messages within Gurbani and to help you to unlock their spiritual meanings. So that's going to be a real focus for us in 2019. We're also going to be continuing on from the success of the Life Talk series, and we're going to be tackling more real life issues through the help of Gurmat spirituality. And as I mentioned before, we're certainly going to be delivering more courses both in the UK and abroad, as well as live courses. We're going to be experimenting with delivering online courses so that we can reach people all over the world where they're not necessarily able to attend one of our courses. Now, in the background, there's also a lot of work that happens in Nanak Naam, and I know personally at least 50% of my time is spent on some of the brand and business development side of things. So in 2019, one of the first business development projects that we're hoping to deliver is to improve the quality of our website, which is nanaknaam.org, to deliver more online content and to really give more information through these channels on what the organization is, what the charity does, how your donations are spent, and why we need to generate more donations. We're also going to be looking to strengthen our team. That means the possibility of bringing in new members of paid staff, as well as expanding our volunteer team. And I know that every time I go abroad, I get in touch with amazing individuals such as yourselves who want to dedicate a lot of time to supporting their local communities with the educational content provided by Nanak Naam. And in this year, we're going to be looking at setting up some programs where we can support radial groups all over the world. Now, fundraising is always something that's important to us as a small organization. And I know that one of the challenges that a lot of our supporters abroad are facing is the ability to donate to us using our current online systems. Not everyone around the world is able to use PayPal, for example, which is our primary payment processing partner. So we're going to be looking at working with new partners such as Virgin Money Giving and Stripe, where people all over the world can donate to us by entering your credit card details online. So do bear with us. I know that that's something that's been very difficult for our supporters who want to help and support us financially. In 2019, we're hoping to deliver some of those new projects as well. Let's now look at the financial update for the charity. In 2018, we set a target to raise £80,000. With your amazing support and your generosity, we've achieved £95,000, and that's largely down to one-off donations and large donors, as well as the regular monthly donors that we have. The Guru Within Masterclass also had a significant impact on helping us to achieve that target. So just to give you an example of the number of monthly donors that we currently have, bear in mind we have at this point roughly around 50,000 subscribers to our various social media channels. In 2017, we only had 65 people from all over the world who donated to us on a monthly basis. Now in 2018, we were able to grow that to 102. So right now, all over the world, there are 102 people who donate to us on a regular basis, and collectively they're donating roughly around £2,000. Of that 102, about 80 of them are from the UK, 12 from the USA, 8 from Canada, and 2 from Australia. As for our expenses, the expenses in 2018 were approximately 77,000, and the major chunk of that was bringing in the paid members of staff, but also the investment that we put towards our brand development and things such as marketing and printing costs as well. One of the comments that I get all the time is, we love Nanak Naam, but how do we help your organization grow? So here are my top 5 tips on how you can help Nanak Naam in 2019. The number one thing that you can do is to set up a monthly donation or any sort of regular donation. Now, we have amazing donations from people all over the world, but we're completely funded by individuals like yourselves. We're not funded by any large Gurdwara, corporation or Sikh organization. So we really do rely on individual donors such as yourselves. And at the moment, only 20% of our income comes from regular monthly donors. So although it's amazing to receive donations as a one-off, please do think about how you can set up a regular donation of whatever you can afford. We're always so grateful to our supporters and our donors, but in order for us to be able to budget for the following years, it's really useful for us to know how much income is coming in on a monthly basis, and that's only really possible when we're able to look at the regular income that's coming in every month. So in 2019, we're hoping to change from receiving 80% of one-off donors to having a far greater percent of donors who are giving to us on a monthly basis. So we really want to encourage more of our supporters to give us any sort of donation that you can, whatever you can afford, on a regular monthly basis. Now, your donations will go towards funding research into Gurmat spirituality and specifically creating spiritual explanations in English to help unlock the wisdom of the Guru. We also want to provide better learning materials for Gurmat classes and camps, both for adults and for children, so that this wisdom can be taught worldwide in a systematic way to people in a way that they understand how to apply it in their life today. My next tip on how you can help Nanak Naam in 2019 is to either run or to participate in a charity fundraising event. One of the most delightful things that we came across last year was a husband and wife couple who attended our very first Guru Within masterclass, and they were so moved by what we were teaching and how as an organization we wanted to grow that they came to us and said that in their local area there was a charity walk that was taking place where anybody could take part and raise money for any charity that they wanted to. And without any organization from us, they took part in that, and they were able to raise over £600 from friends and families and supporters for Nanak Naam. So that's a perfect example where people all over the world are looking at fundraising events that are happening in their local area, and they're thinking about Nanak Naam and thinking, how can we participate in a fun charity event and also raise funds for Nanak Naam? My third tip for how you can help Nanak Naam grow in 2019 is to create a video testimonial about how Nanak Naam has changed your life. I hear from amazing individuals whose lives have been completely turned around after they've listened to Nanak Naam videos. So if there's one thing that you think about how you can help Nanak Naam, which is not going to take too much of your time, literally a 2 or 3 minute video, and you can even use your mobile phones and send those videos to us. That will make a huge difference for us to be able to share how our supporters are benefiting from the work that we do. Now, my fourth tip for how you can help Nanak Naam grow in 2019 is to set up a local meetup group. Now, that doesn't have to be as scary as it sounds. What we've found is a lot of people are benefiting from getting together as a group, maybe once a week, once a month, and watching some Nanak Naam videos, creating some time where they can sit down and meditate together, but most importantly, where they can open up and talk to people about their own lives, about how the wisdom that Nanak Naam teaches is able to help them in their lives. So please do think about setting up a meetup group. If you think that you'd like to find more people locally who are interested in the sorts of content that you watch on the Nanak Naam YouTube channel and our Facebook pages, then do think about setting up meetup groups. Do get in touch with us and we'll do our best to support you and in helping you to run those groups. My final tip for how you can help Nanak Naam grow in 2019 is if you have a particular skill, please do get in touch with us and tell us how you might be able to help us with that particular skill. So for example, we now have volunteers in event organization, video editing, and in marketing. And all of these people are people who came up to us and said, we'd like to help you in this particular way. If you've got skills in finance, in spreadsheets, in graphic design, in photography, do get in touch with us and let us know if you have a particular idea on how you think you might be able to help us. I always say that if there's something you think we should be doing, as a small organization, assume that we're not doing it and get in touch. Tell us what you think we can be doing better, and more importantly, how you can help us do that. I want to just end by saying a deep, heartfelt thanks to every single person out there who has supported us, encouraged us, who's watched our videos, who's shared them online with friends and families, those of you who have donated to us. It really makes a big difference to us when we know that the work that we're putting in is genuinely benefiting people all over the world. And especially to those of you who reach out to us, we love reading your messages and your comments of love and support. And I genuinely hope that we've been able to help you in 2018 and that in some small way we can continue to serve you and all of humanity in 2019.